If phones are a driving distraction, why do cops get to drive, use the radio, laptop, and phone? I feel the same way about the new cars with massive touch screens, mining through menus just to turn the AC to a different level. And good luck with the voice commands. I am a paramedic and drive an ambulance. When only one of us is up front driving, we use our radios to communicate important time-sensitive information using the radio, as it is able to be done with one hand and doesn't require you to take eyes off road. When given the address, if you don't know the area and we are driving, we pull over and pull up the address. We use the computer when we are stopped. I typically see cops following the same procedures. In both cases, radios are the computer in the vehicle as a way we can get information we need, such as address or specific notes about finding the location of the caller, and information about why the person is calling. We are suspended if we are caught on our phone first offense, and fired after no questions asked or excuses made. So, if they get into an accident and kill someone, the short answer is, they don't. In court, this would be argued as distracted driving and that they should have pulled over to use devices. Just like anyone else, this applies to transportation drivers and anyone actively touching a device. 2. Anything, passive, GPS being on, visible, radio being on but not fiddled with, is not considered because you aren't actively taking your attention and hands away from driving. It's the same reason everyone texts and drives, but you never hear about anyone getting in trouble for it. You won't until if they radically injure or kill another person. And even then, it's likely to be a private matter for the courts. I drove an ambulance. Code 3. Talked on 2 different radios. Watched the mapping on my MCT. Talked to my partner working in back and answered the phone when I had sensitive info that couldn't be broadcast over the radio. No accidents in 26 years. The difference is I'm hyper-focused on what I am doing. Used to doing it by repetition and have extensive training in task prioritizing. My job was to look out the window and predict what traffic is going to do before they do it. I can absolutely tell when a car will change lanes before they do. Not to say that other people don't have that ability, but when you're on the way to Taco Bell, you just aren't that focused on juggling multiple inputs of data. It's situational. Not to mention it's somewhat impractical to pull over while we're doing CPR on a dead baby to call the hospital and let them know we're doing CPR on a dead baby and will be there in 7 minutes. I complete tasks while driving without thinking about the tasks and staying focused on the driving, because I consciously choose to. The issue is a lot of people get distracted by their devices and run into shit because they just don't focus. And then I show up. Not in Germany. There are always 2 people in a cop car here. One to drive and one to do all the other stuff. Do not question authority. 1.6 million. What percentage of that is caused by police? I am not saying they never cause accidents. I am genuinely asking how often they cause accidents. I rarely ever see accidents where cops are completely at fault. Most of the accidents I see that involve police are them being run over during a traffic stop. I've known a lot who drunk drive as well. Same reason they can speed and shoot unarmed people without repercussion. ACAB. They have additional driving training and in general are trained for being able to observe several things at once. So with that combo, it's rarely a problem. Regular driver training is laughable. If you had to go to traffic school, then maybe you have slightly better training. And then 1.6 crashes out of what hundreds of billions of didn't crashes? Probably the suckiest drivers anyway. Almost anything could happen and they'd wipe out into something. Pre-existing conditions. Like not very observant in the first place, then add distractions. Of course, scree BAM. Many times they hands-free radio the plate in for while moving checks if they can't figure out any other infraction to pull you over for, but don't like how you look. They get training, and through the course of their classes multitasking becomes second nature to them. There's even classes in the academy dedicated to this subject. It's quite interesting if you read up on it. Source. Got a family of cops. LMAO. Please, I'm dying. Come help me. I want you to take your time getting here, though. Exclamation mark. GIF. Do as I say, not as I do. Not sure about your country, but I don't think I have ever seen any police use a laptop or phone while driving? And radio is fine. You're free to use your radio as well. No hypocrisy there. No more distracting than say hands-free Google Maps is. They have an extra person in the vehicle for that stuff. Radios do not have blue light, so they aren't really a distraction. And phones, when used for navigation, are fully legal if they are mounted on the front window. Also, massive flashing billboards everywhere. Because when you get in your 664 hours of cop training, you are more than a human. Well, they're not supposed to. They're not allowed to shoot people for no reason either. But here we are. Cops don't feel the need to follow the law. Because cops don't follow laws. They enforce what they think the laws are. Or what they want the laws to be. Anyway, obviously, I'm in America.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.